Manchester City is cooked. Former Man City financial advisor said this is a scale on a completely different level. So this is a guy that was formerly in the club, right? So he's seen all this. He has a feeling about where this will go if fairly done, right? Financial fair play actually comes down on them, rightfully so, with the 115 charges. This man knows the inside and outside of the club, and he has a grasp of what's going on more than a lot of other people who have been trying to say, oh, Man City's innocent or guilty. Well, this man had worked in the financial area, so he should know. And there's no question if these charges are proven, this will end in at least relegation. You know, we saw Everton getting 10-point deducted for no absolute reason. Well, obviously there were reasons, but a lot smaller reasons for one charge, right? Man City has 115 of these. So imagine deducting 1,500 points basically, because it's if 10 points per charge these days. That's what it seems like the price was for Everton. So you might have to say, yeah, that's around what Man City's gonna get relegated to possibly even Division 3, Division 4 football. And Pep Guardiola, the master of mind games. This man is like addicted to mind games. When players have injuries or when his own club has injuries or he likes making excuses before games, and he likes to build up teams to bring them down. Like he was saying that Chelsea was going to be competing for titles soon. Well, yeah, they are competing to get out of 10th place. They are desperate to get on the side of the table where I don't have to press accept cookies when I look it up on Google, because at the moment they're on the bottom half. They said Man United, when they got Eric Ten Hag, were going to be fighting for championships. Well, they are right there with City, fighting to not They're fighting with Chelsea, fighting to not go under Chelsea. They said that he's always, saying some blasphemy, lying basically. And a recent report has came out. There's a feeling that if Manchester City are found guilty for the financial fair play breaches, that Pep Guardiola would sign a contract in pure defiance. Lie. Lie. This is a mind game here because he wants to basically put pressure on whoever's going to decide on this financial fair play, because we all know that the Premier League does benefit financially if Pep Guardiola is in the Premier League, right? And they feel that Pep Guardiola will leave Man City and go manage a different team. The dream for the Premier League, if this were to happen, is that Man City gets relegated, Pep Guardiola goes to Newcastle, and the whole thing starts over what he did with Man City instead with Newcastle, a club that's going through a similar phase that Man City once did. And at the moment, you can see Eddie Howe, get sacked soon because Newcastle has been underperforming compared to what they had done last year. So Pep Guardiola could move there. Even Jose Mourinho, who's recently been sacked by Roma, could go there to Newcastle, be a blockbuster move for them. But financial fair play has been striking down on them, which has caused many transfer rumors like Bruno Guimaraes to PSG, Trippier to Bayern, and so on. But here, Guardiola's not serious at all. It's the same thing as when he was saying last year that, Man City's exhausted, they can't do it no more, and then they go on to win the treble. It's absolute lies. You can never take Pep Guardiola's word. He is not a man of his word, in my eyes, to be honest, because he lies. And if you take this serious, it is not. It is nothing but a mind game for whoever has to decide on these financial fair play breaches, because he's going to make it seem like he's going to go stay in the Division 4, and it's just going to lose money for the Premier League, because there's a lot of Pep Guardiola fans that love watching his football, love watching his teams. Many of them come from Barcelona roots because of his time in Barcelona. And to force them 3-4 years in in championship football and Division 1, in League 1 and League 2 football would be a joke for those guys, and they would not be paying to watch the Premier League. And he's gonna say, what, I'm gonna stay there, you're gonna lose money, breach us, is basically what he's trying to say. And that is a lie. I feel like Pep Guardiola, if that were to happen, Pep would go and he'd either try to go back to Barca if Xavi is sacked, maybe Juventus, maybe some big club will give him a big contract that he'll go to, but he'll never do what Jose Mourinho did, which would be take Porto to the Champions League and win it, or Inter. He never do that. He never go to a club like that. Pep Guardiola only goes to big clubs with big money. He can never build a club with no money. That's the Pep Guardiola way. He's always had the best of the best, and nobody can lie to that. And it's due to his football philosophy. It's being on the ball more, controlling the game. So you need the better players. Jose Mourinho, on the other hand, was more of counter-attacking, defensive football, and you don't really need the best players. You just need certain attributes from certain players. And, many might say, oh, it's a lot prettier to watch Guardiola, which I do agree. It's a lot more fancy. City fans obviously love the style, but the Mourinho's more of not a pretty style, but it's efficient. And they're both efficient in their own ways, and they both succeeded. They both won trebles. But some people prefer the ones where you don't have to break 115 breaches, like myself. I don't really like that one. But I do appreciate the ones that don't use that much money. I've never seen Jose Mourinho get in trouble with money, with financial fair play, because he knows he could work with less money. He could go find you a star, develop him, and then build him into a legend. One that I always say is Didier Drogba, that he's fancied himself. He bought him, Abramovich didn't know who he was, and boom, club legend. So in my eyes here, Pep Guardiola's lying, like I said. He's not going to be coaching Division 1 football, lads, and it's going to be a bit of a joke. And I don't see Man City being relegated at all, to be honest. I think we're stuck with this. But I'll say this. Man City's going to get relegated, or not relegated, but they're going to lose points. They're not going to make European football for maybe a year or two, and that's going to be the punishment. Pep Guardiola, I think he's going to stay as long as they don't get relegated. This is all blasphemy. This is all mind games. This man is addicted to mind games, so don't take Pep Guardiola serious here. I beg you, please. I just want fairness to happen. I want justice, and the justice is Man City to serve some sort of punishment for these breaches, because it's unfair that they have two starting 11s that could, challenge for the Premier League. It's absolutely blasphemy, and that's what Man City's had for the past 5-6 years. 22 players, all class, all can go replace. It's something that no club has ever seen before, and it's impressive that we've seen teams like Liverpool and Arsenal push them to their limits, considering that they've always had 22 players there, boom, that could just rotate, replace. It's like you're playing FIFA career mode with Pep Guardiola. This man is allergic to adversity, and it's so crazy to me that he's only won one treble, one Champions League with Man City, with all the money that he's put in, like billions, But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and let me know what you think about Pep Guardiola. Is he lying, or does he mean business, and will he go coach Division 1 League 1 football if Man City is relegated to that league?